I don't wanna know, no, no, no who's taking you home, 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 home and loving you so, 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 so the way I used to.
The world has changed. Because of the globalization, it affects our daily life in many ways. Now, we're going to talk about how education is affected by technology. Although schools these days still teach by the traditional way of study, such as face-to-face learning, documents, etc. However, technology has turned formal education into the 21st century way of study, including online courses and e-books.
Condition of meeting. Distance learning. No waiting for participants to arrive, but in face-to-face learning, often have to wait for others to arrive. In distance learning, no latecomer or early leaver, but in face-to-face learning, people leave during the meeting.
Time. In distance learning, concept of to meet is different since no schedule, date and time and location. While face-to-face learning have a strong sense of when group meets, that all of those involved attend at same time, date, etc. Secondly, for distance learning, time less important and doesn't limit group. At least span of time is greater. But for face-to-face, time is very important and it is a limiter. Thirdly, distance learning has less controllable, while face-to-face is controllable. Lastly, distance learning sometimes deadlines are not adhered to since it is possible to attend beyond deadline to next period of online work. But face-to-face deadlines usually adhere to since the expectation to complete them on time is high, and it is not really possible to continue into next period of time.
Work or discussions. Distance learning. First, work not condensed through it and interweaved with other activities, while face-to-face learning, work is condensed and focused. Second, discussions often stop for periods of time, then is picked up and restarted, whereas this face-to-face learning discussion usually complete during meeting. Third, distance learning. Members sometimes lose sense of where they are in the discussions over long periods of time. Different from face-to-face learning, discussions occur within a set time frame, therefore less likely that members will lose sense of where they are.
Giving feedback of people's work. In distance learning, feedback on each individual piece of work very detailed and focused. But in face-to-face learning, it's less likely to cover as much detail, often more general discussion. Next, in distance learning, it has only textual feedback. But in face-to-face learning, it has verbal and visual feedback. In distance learning, no one can hide and not give feedback. But in face-to-face learning, it is possible to free ride and avoid giving feedback. Next, in distance learning, permanent record of feedback is obtained by all. But in face-to-face learning, no permanent record of feedback.
Physical context. Distance learning. Don't meet in a room, no shared physical context. Whereas Face-to-face learning, meeting in a room, strong physical context.
Compact. Learning with iPad is more compact and more portable, whereas learning with the paper is more difficult to bring along and heavier.
Information searching. For iPads, information can easily accessed by search engines like Google or Wikipedia. Why? You must go to the library and search many of textbooks to find just a little information that you want.
Health. Learning with iPad. Spending time looking on a screen makes your eyes weary and can cause you long-term eyes problem, and it can lead you to attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD. But if you're learning with a paper, you can look at it as long as you do not fall asleep.
Next, environment. Learning with iPad. Use only electricity to run the gadget, while learning by papers includes deforestation to produce paper in daily life.
There are many aforementioned differences between traditional way of study and electrical study. First of all, in the aspect of how you study, like face-to-face and distance learning, including condition of meeting, physical context, time, work and discussion, and feedback. Well, moreover, learning aids are also different. For instances, compact, environmental problem, health, and information searching.
I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't never getting older. No, we ain't never getting older. No, we ain't never getting older.